rush. We've finally got Iceberg back. It's been a while since you've seen us. Thank you for sticking around. Stanley here, if you'd missed Stanley. She's made us a good cup of tea today. Ooh.
Made this cup of tea actually, and we're on a bit of a time schedule at the moment because we are off and out again.
We've only got Iceberg for a very short time. We were taking her for a COF. Can you believe it's been a year and 2 months? It's nearly March. A year and 3 months that we've had Iceberg, and this is how far we've got.
There's all sorts of things going on in there, and we also had come up on the screen just yesterday when we were driving saying that we need
a service. She's due for a service already. And of course the last time you saw us, we left 90 litres of diesel on Riccarton Road, didn't we?
Oh, holy shit. Oh God, that's terrible, isn't it?
So that was the last time we had Iceberg. We were bringing her home for a clean.
That was actually quite a wee while ago now, so it's nice that we've sort of moved on and we're in a new sort of pathway, aren't we? And it's quite exciting where we are. We've been flat out busy.
We have. Well, it didn't help that we ran out of money for our build, but we've been very busy.
It all costs quite a lot more than you would imagine, and if you want to do it right and very attention to detail, as we say to actually our vendors when they're going on the market, you just got to do it right, and so it is. It's been costing us quite a lot more than we ever dreamed it to be.
To be fair, we did drag the chain a little bit, maybe for the last couple of months. We've slowed down on, how shall we say, encouraging builders to move faster, because every month the build fee, it's about 15,000 every month for Iceberg to be in the workshop, and yes, we ran out of money, so we kind of slowed it down a little bit ourselves just so we could catch up, and we've been extremely busy. What did we sell? In the last couple of weeks we've been here, we've also been here, and we also have sold this one as well. So we're back on track now. But we thought we'd give you a bit of an update.
But what's been happening since we last saw you? Quite a lot. If you bring us almost to where we are today, we have had something from the factors that I gave Kelly food poisoning.
Don't mention food poisoning. That was nasty.
I didn't mean to be doing that with tofu. People were questioning to the factors, didn't know you could get food poisoning from tofu, so that was not a good outcome. There's been other things.
Mental note to self. Even though you're saving money for your van build, don't eat expired tofu. Apparently tofu has toxins.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
So that happened. Well, we are here, and it's been one hell of a week actually. Just before Christmas, with everything happening with Airbnb and Marketplace, and I think I gave Kelly food poisoning. Not 100% sure that it was the tofu. She only had sort of like about that much, just a very small amount, but that's all it takes. And she's got gastritis. So she is on a drip. Can you see it? It's there. And it's not actually that arm, it's the other arm. There it is there. You'll be able to hear her stomach is rumbling because it has been quite a few days from Monday, and today is Thursday, and I think it's about 1:30 now, and there's a long way to go on the drip. It's up there. She's had a nice anti-nausea medication put in there as well, not on antibiotics, because you don't go on antibiotics when it's a gastritis thing. You know, if it's a virus or whether it's a bacteria. We're waiting on that. And the service that we've had here at Hillmed from Sal, who doctors don't come out to you, but she organised a doctor to come out and see Kelly, because I've been very worried. So was her mum. So anyway, she's going to be on the mend, and we'll be able to get back to normal and sort out our marketplace. People wanting to buy the plants, the blooming couch, paintings. I don't even know we had paintings we were selling, but anyway, paintings that someone said, because Kelly was going like a Trojan. She still is a Trojan, but she's a sitting, lying one there at the moment. But you wait, she'll be up and running again. Thanks, Sal. I know you probably don't want me videoing you right now, but you're looking so much better. I'm pleased that you are. And all those little wee plait things that I was putting in your hair look quite cute, because you look like you've got little curls on there. It's not a problem with my zoom ins.
I think we've got a trained phlebotomist in the house. Mm.
Did I tell you I hadn't finished the course?
Half of it still stuck in there. Was that it?
Yes. It's like a thorn, isn't it?
Oh, nasty.
And that happened to be just after the fact is that we had actually been to a wedding, and that happened to be my goddaughter getting married, and that was really, really special and lovely, and wow, what an experience that was. So we got ourselves all dressed up and spruced up. And the other thing is that over the whole Christmas period, when most of you would be actually organising, wrapping your presents and going away on holiday and packing your bags, we were doing things a little bit different. We had a list this long, and it started from the bedroom to the ensuite, through to the kitchen, through to our lounge, and what was involved on that list was spring cleaning.
It's all food that we're going to try and sell or give away.
We are preparing for when we leave the house and we're renting it out. And for preparing the house, you have to have it absolutely spot on and absolutely perfect. Why do you have to have it perfect? Because, well, people like things perfect and they like things clean. And if they see it like that, they're going to keep it like that, is the plan.
Been selling heaps over Christmas on Marketplace.
So many things. It was really, really good.
We had a chappie that kept coming back for plant after plant after plant. Every time he got home, his wife was like, no, I think we need one here. And so he'd ring us, and now, have you got another one?
But then the next thing of what we're doing is we're getting it all ready. And of course, I used to be a florist and know how to present these things. So you're getting out the spray bottle and spraying it all so it's got the water and everything all on there as well. Cutting it, making sure that there's no little wee brown leaves. And
so these are all getting sold today. But maybe not prickles. Prickles or no prickles?
No, not prickles. Stop saying that about prickles all the time. She's not going anywhere. She's not being adopted or anything. She's part of our family. Thank you, prickles.
Goodbye, couch. Remember, we're meant to be leaving in April. End of April, we're meant to be on the road.
And there is no complete build. We're only sort of probably about 35-40% in.
Yeah.
You know, there's plumbing which still needs to be done. There is wiring.
The exterior's not finished. The gas locker's not in. The water inlets aren't in. The water tanks, since we last saw you, we've had the water tanks all measured out, ordered, they've all arrived. We've had the cutout for the fridge. You'll see that's going to be popping out the side of the vehicle.
There's been lots of other fun things which have been happening, because she's been for 3 months with Alan, who is he's our engineer who's been organising the roof rack. But he isn't just designing and custom building a roof rack, he's been organising a very, very involved roof rack, which is going to be in the future another video that we're going to show you of what's been done. But we also have, he's doing the ladder, he's doing the metal sheet that we need for the bikes up the back.
And don't forget the aircon's been moved.
From here, from one place to another.
Yes.
To another.
We've got an undermount AC, and where our hydraulics are, the undermount position is just too low. As soon as we hit a judder bar or a bump, we're just going to swipe the whole thing off. So Ellen decided to move the aircon unit to the roof, and also the inside aircon unit is going to be moving too, which is going to be slightly encroaching on the skylight, but there just wasn't anywhere else to put it. We've just got to...
Won't interrupt to a beautiful day here today. It would be really nice if we could actually sit and talk to you all day and tell you exactly what we're doing, but time is ticking and we've got other things to do. We're in casual wear at the moment because when we take our buyers around properties, we go more casual because you don't want to be having people come up and talk to you and thinking that you're the agent who's actually selling the house when you're actually taking a buyer through. And it's nicer too when
That
it's
would be
hot,
a good
hot.
idea though. Meet more people.
Oh, we're meeting a lot of people, all right. So back to where
We went on a roadie too. We fit that in. We have our Tuesday chicken with our mums. We've managed to do that every single week. I must tell you, sometimes Tuesday chicken is Thursday chicken. Might be on a Wednesday.
Seafood.
Might be prawns.
Might be
It could be any day of the week and it could be any meal, but we still call it Tuesday chicken.
because we like to see our mothers and we spend good quality fun time, and they don't just come here. And I don't mean in here in the van, they come to our house, but sometimes
It could be anywhere.
well, it could be we go to Sumner too, we go to the beach. Rainy.
We go to the river, we go to into town, sit on the Avon, that's beautiful there.
Around by the riverside there, that was fun actually.
Awesome.
And we take our little cooker because we're always getting the feel of what it's going to be like when we're actually in here. And you know, just because we're going to have our kitchen, our actual oven and barbecue outside, we still have our lovely little cooker which goes on the river and on the beach with the little gas
So good,
canister.
that cooker.
It's really, really good. I wish it was a bit faster with the heat because I've got hot heat when I use gas inside.
And of course we've been doing the kitchen mock-up. We've got that started.
Yes, and
There's so much more to the kitchen, isn't there?
well, the thing is these are the people that we're working with. So we're working with Jamie Lewis Builders, and it's Jamie Lewis's I was going to say his son, it's actually his dad. He's a very cool person, very, very knowledgeable, and he gets in there and cuts into all different sorts and types of corners that you wonder how he does it. He's always thinking about what's actually happening, and then
And that's what Jamie said. We said to him, look, this is just getting out of control with the cost and we just can't keep up with this bill every month, and we wanted to see a bit more progress because every time we'd turn up, not much had been done, but yet the bill keeps coming. With a custom build in New Zealand, especially if we were in America, it'd be a different story. There's
just
hundreds of them, but
Yeah.
we're like the first one here in New Zealand. This is the first roof rack of this type. This is the first setup of this type, and everything is. We understand that it takes thinking and thinking through.
Yeah.
And wave to the neighbours. Hey, good. That's the neighbour's brother, actually.
I was just thinking that wasn't
Funny
it?
story. It was like midnight or 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. He was in our house at night time when we had the
6 months or 12 months ago.
Oh, we heard this banging on the door, and we thought, because we had this chappy Charlie staying with us, it's Charlie doing banging on our door, and it was actually our neighbour. We'd left the garage door open. Somebody left the garage door open. We've got so many Airbnb stories to tell you. Actually, we've still been doing our Airbnb.
So that's another thing too that you've got to think about when you have a diary set, when you are determined like us, because we're very system and orientated and very regimented in our business, in our way of how we do things. We're two different personalities. Kelly's she's the analytical one who reads through things and makes sure before we spend any money on anything that we're getting the right product. And sometimes that can take days. For example, just getting the camera for up on the roof, getting the right sort and type there. My personality is that I just never stop talking, and I guess that's good that I have that energy, because you need that in our line of work. And I suppose too you need somebody to be talking like I do, although you're talking as well on here, never really sort of stops. But so how it sort of works, what we're doing is that, you know, when you are leaving a house, you leave a house because you're boxing up all your stuff, and you're boxing up your stuff to have to put it in a truck and move it to another property, whereas what we're doing is that we're packing up all our stuff, but it's actually it has to be sold in marketplace, or it actually needs to be, if it's not sold in marketplace, it's going to be thrown away, given away.
Oh, we've been up on the roof.
We've been putting it all up on the roof, and that's hard work. We even over Christmas, because I've got a whole lot of sisters, and one in particular, I said, trust you should be bringing all your platters and everything all over here, and I said, we're just having to put it on the 4 plates that we've got. So where my tea's going quick. So yeah, so the platters and everything, we've had to carry them up there. The heavy knives and forks I was telling you about.
How many are we going to take with us?
Should I be just having 2 of the big ones and 2 of the smaller? Because that's where we should do the mother. And we just use those now.
Perfect.
We won't be taking those new ones with us because they're quite heavy.
It's actually quite hard to lift heavy boxes up the roof.
Because it's, what is it? It's about that.
And of course you've got to do it in between Airbnb guests, so we have to stack them all up in the house, and then somebody will leave, we've got to rush in, we've got to clean, then we've got to get the ladder, get it all down, get it all packed away and have it all perfect again for the next guest.
That's right, and making sure that the ladder's
Tea
still
break.
there. It's always...
Stanley? Oh, we got some new additions to the Stanley family. We treated ourselves over Christmas. We don't normally buy presents, but we might have bought a couple of Stanleys.
And they're suitable, aren't they, for the van, for our van life.
Oh, the other thing, we went and learnt how they made beds, because of course we're having a fixed bed in here, and we are going to do our best to get an actual bed made, custom bed made, rather than foam. But that was really interesting, going around the factory, and they helped us choose the different layers that we'd want.
That was so good to us.
Yeah.
They gave us a really good tour out the very back there.
Yep.
And gosh, I felt like I could actually have a job in selling beds, actually, you know, with talking to other people who were there. That was quite an experience. So we haven't ordered our bed yet because we're obviously all these months behind, and you want to have not your bed sitting in the garage.
Plus you've got to prioritise. Obviously we need things done in a certain order, and everything has to be paid for, and everyone wants money. Like the kitchen designer, the money has to be paid up, the deposit, half the money has to be paid up front. We'll show you the roof rack in the next video, but that bill's due.
Yeah.
And also the water filter arrived. That was good. That's a beast, that thing. That's going over in that corner here next to the gas locker. One thing we did come across is our flares were actually too small. So the flares were just way too small for the space that the flares need to be in. We pay all that money to have the space.
It's
and
thousands of dollars. It's a little bit of it's not really a laugh, it's a little bit of a disappointment actually, but the company did come.
Well, we went back to them. Well, not at the beginning they didn't. We went back to them and said, the flares are too small. And they said, oh no, that's all we had at the time. Well, it's not what we ordered. So after a bit of back and forward, finally, hopefully.
You should see the big giant box. It's
I know.
been really good for actually when we're doing our exercise. You can put your weights on there.
It is very handy, the box. We need to open it to check that the flares are right. But the thing is, it costs another $400 just in customs to get the flares in here. So even if somebody else makes a mistake, you still have to pay more to have it.
And the cost of American money and everything as well. So I was also saying before about how, you know, the people that we're working with, like Steve from Jamie Lewis, we've got Alan, who he's an engineer as well as our kitchen maker, but back to Alan, who has designed the roof rack. He's having to design everything. He's had the front off icy as well. You should see her. You should see what she looks like with her front off. She looks really different. She looks like something out of Mad Max. She looked quite cool, really. But anyway, we are making her cooler again.
Well, if you're wondering why things take so long, we had the front taken off to see if we could put the nudge bar in, and came up with a design and everything. And so we weren't doing that straight away, but Alan had it all under control and he put the front back on. And then the engineer decided that he needed to physically see the crush bar behind. So another 2 hours work to take the front off, for the engineer to come and visually, even though we're taking photos and send it all to him, he had to see it.
And we've had to follow up on past people. We've had to follow up on Mercedes over and over and over again. I tell you what, New Zealand is a little tiny place actually, because we've heard a few things about a few people through the grapevine, because while
we're getting known,
but so are the people who we're working with getting known. And I tell you what, you've got to be very careful about offering good customer service, because we haven't said anything. Our lips are sealed. However, shitty chat has been happening and making its way down south here about how some people are probably a bit slow looking after us, or not treating us so well, don't know what they're talking about and everything. Because with Icy, how she's looking at the moment, where she's been sitting, people have been walking past, driving past, or just going in the destination of where she's been and go, wow, look, gosh, that's a unique looking vehicle, isn't it? Gosh, I haven't seen one like that in New Zealand. So you've got to be careful. But what I was also saying is that we've got Jamie Lewis, we've got Alan doing the engineering, and then we've got Franz, who we have now met, and we had a big appointment with him yesterday, and he's an engineer as well, even though he's a kitchen builder. And
I think you need the engineering background, because everything needs to be bolted to something so that it doesn't fall off.
So we're not going cheap on our kitchen, because, well, if we were going cheap, I suppose we'd do it ourselves. No disrespect to people who do it themselves.
Actually, it took me like an hour to fix that blind on yesterday. So,
well, the thing is, some people do have to do it themselves, and we're super impressed, I might tell you, watching people on YouTube who have done their own builds.
Yeah,
it's because of you all. You know,
hats off to anyone that does their own van build. Jeez.
Wow, you all have made us sort of think, wow, we can do it. But we're obviously not.
We can't do it.
We can't do it.
We want to do it, but it just makes your head spin.
So we've gone from actually buying a vehicle where it was originally going to be 10 or 15 years of age with a number of Ks on it to maybe if we're going overseas.
Yeah. I'll do a video. Once everything's done, I'll do a video on how much everything costs.
I'll tell you right now, it's not going to be while we're still working. Something like that's going to take a long time.
I just have to tell you some good news.
Yeah.
When we bought Iceberg, we upgraded her for an extra ½ ton, so from the 5 ton to the 5.5 ton model, because we just don't travel light. That's just us. Everything we do is extremely heavy.
Products and everything.
Yeah, products. But the what's it called? The registration actually says 5 ton. And would you believe, 1 year and 2 months later, we finally got an email after continuously asking, why is our vehicle not showing 5.5 ton on a rego? We finally got an email from Mercedes. Right, so after being given a bit of a run round, seems that Mercedes can change it at our end. Good one, Mercedes. A year and 2 months later, we should have the correct information on our registration.
We did actually all this time, actually I wouldn't say it was
Good
14
one, New
months.
Zealand.
14 months later, we ended up actually getting our screwdriver piece, which was missing in our brand new
Yeah,
vehicle.
who punched our screwdriver piece?
Yeah, and who took that? And you know, we've had to follow up. What's the name of it? Forgotten.
This sounds like a very whingy video.
It's being up front. You pay some good money.
Having you back for 2
We're
days.
working. Yes, we're working really hard, and we want to make sure that we get good customer service and that we get what it is that we've worked hard for to purchase. So
What about, on a nice note, we show you Bushki, because Bushki came over to help us. She was helping us downsize. This is Babushka. She's our neighbour's cat. We really want her to come with us. Don't we, Bushki? She comes over every night with cuddles. Especially if there's a stock on the oven, on the stove. She loves cuddles. She's
You
actually...
haven't come to help do anything. That's the thing, is there's so much for us to sort through.
Are you going to help? And she helped me put the our watering system abroad. I was very pleased with myself when I got a new watering system and wired it in. Okay, so far I have managed to strip the floor black. And now I'm going to try and attach it to the new black. What do you think, Bushki? I can't hear anything. Maybe we have to turn it on. Oh, maybe it might not start till tomorrow though. Hang on. Oh no, it's going! It's going! It's going! Thanks for your help, Bushki. That was really helpful.
It's really, really good. I am very pleased with that. Very pleased.
I'm a Sparky. Twisted the wires together. So maybe we could, you know.
That neighbour's going to be very lucky if she isn't actually ending up in the van with us or on the top.
Oh, we got the sliders for the garage.
Kelly always has things so organised for us. And what have you
These
got
are the
organised?
runners. Have a look in the shed. Look at all these runners that we've got. All different sizes, and they carry different weights. And the one that we're getting is the...
Look how organised.
And it takes 132 kilos weight when it's fully extended. Have a look. Come on, have a look at that.
Very, very good customer service in here.
This is you.
This is you here. She's been very good at helping us.
So this is a 1200 runner, and it's friggin' heavy. So
Let me just have a wee... Doesn't look very long, does it? But the thing is what does that mean exactly when you say a 1200 runner? So that goes...
that's the length, 1200.
Okay.
We've got a little lock at the end. So that will go on each side of the bike rack. They are heavy.
Is that what we've got as the bike racks, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to come back next week and get the slightly longer one.
What's that about a lock or something I heard on the top?
They lock in place so the drawers don't slide out. Cool, huh? I'm going to get these out to Steve today. The garage, in our last video you would have seen we had a big metal frame here. That's come out, that's gone to the powder coaters.
No, we actually haven't had Iceberg since before Christmas. We've been going and visiting her once or twice a week as Alan's been calling us out. Alan's on sort of standby at the moment because he's gone and he's crushed his knuckles. And, you know, we are going to be sending out an email this week. And in that email it's going to have...
We're taking control.
We're taking back the control rather than just saying, here is the chattel which needs to be put in, and you do what you think needs doing. We need to keep an eye on what's happening every hour, and we want to be updated by the end of every day of what has been done and what's going to be done the next day. And we're going to get the electrician, the engineers, kitchen and builder all talking together, because they all do need to talk together. So we're going to get them on WhatsApp this week, along
We're
with
going to try and speed things up a little.
Speed it up with where we know what's going on.
Alan, our engineer, has been very good to us. He only charges us for when he's actually working on the vehicle.
That. And when he's reading up manuals, when he's ringing America, and where the product being sent and the product's not in there, he's doing that all in his own time. He is so good to us, whereas I'm guessing the general rule of thumb is that...
well, charge per hour, that's the general. Even if you're thinking, even if you're looking, even if you're emailing, anything.
What about the electrician turning up and being at the same time as the build and having a beer or something? Will we charge for that?
I'm pretty sure we'll be charged
Bloody
for
better
having
not
beers
be. That's
too.
all I can say. Better not be.
There's a hell of a big bill for not so much getting done. So
yeah. So as we said, we're only 35-40% done.
there's one thing we do want to show you, but we've got to wait till it's night time, because there's
Are you giving a sneak peek?
There's a whole lot of wires hanging out the dash, and
I had to have these scratchy things on my leg yesterday. And you would have too.
they were scratchy. So we're not going to show you everything until the next video, But
Don't know when that will be.
I can show you this little snippet because the engineers tried to get us to accept 2 front lights.
Something like that.
Will it be that high?
Be about there.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're not coming down the front of it.
Well, actually, they can go.
I think they'd look better if they were down a bit more. I don't know how balanced you two are.
No, it has to go higher than that because the roof rack would be out there at the base of it.
Well, we can hang it off the front of the roof.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, we can adjust it so it fits right down.
Yeah, what do you want?
But you can't.
You got to think, Kelly, too, with the roof rack being actually on there to balance it a wee bit.
That's about where we'd probably get away with it.
I can't unsee Mickey Mouse.
I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
See Mickey Mouse. Well, you can always take those lights off. There's no Mickey Mouse.
Can we, just for fun?
No.
They're trying to look out for our best interests. We have 5 lights to go up there, and it's just not doable.
We weren't having a bar of that.
How does that look?
I also wanted to get everyone's opinion. We've narrowed. This is our plate that we currently use, sold. But we want to obviously use it on Iceberg. Can you please write down in the comments which one you like the best? This
That
is
other
what
one, sorry to interrupt you there, I just wanted to say, in case you can't see it, that says Nest Travel Quest, sold on Adventure. We both have our point of views, don't we?
Write it down below.
Please do.
And thank you very much too for everyone that has subscribed. Every morning Lou looks at the numbers and she'll say, oh, we've got a new subscriber. Oh, we've got a new subscriber, which is so nice. And especially because we haven't put anything up for ages. So thank you very much for sticking around and waiting for us, because we can't wait to get an Iceberg and we can't wait to get going. And we really appreciate it that you do like and subscribe and follow us.
We're really excited about it and we can't wait. And I do check them.
She does check them.
I do. I check them every single morning. And I'm looking to see if there's any comments on there, and there aren't very many. So if anybody wants to say anything nice, please feel free to. I know some of you will want to comment on my hair and all that sort of thing, and you can. That's absolutely fine. If you want to know how I do it or anything, I can tell you that in a video one day as well. Thank you. Very colourful sort of lunch there, haven't you?
Look at this mushy. Do you want to see a magic trick? I'm going to make this mushroom disappear.
Oh, that's a good trick. Actually, it's really good. I like that. Now, you're just scorched almond, and what are you going to do?
I'm going to make it disappear. Ready? See that?
1, 2, 3. Ah! Shut! Fuck me. Right. Wow. That is definitely very bright. Wow. Let's have a look down the street and see how far that goes. Oh, Mum and Dad's house is lit up, isn't it? Look at that.